Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you part 2 of a replay as those Hydros are now trying to run away from those Stalkers. However, I believe those Stalkers will be able to get that, unable to get that final shot off as that Hydros is able to now come back and retreat. We do have 20 Hydros once again at that front door, and now we finally see another expansion being laid down here. Delphi needs to try to get an economic lead in order to be able to make this game and capitalize on this game and this advantage that he's currently holding. Force fields and a lot of energy just holding back this ever-ensuing, ever-growing Hydralisk army. And now once again, Hydra's going to be coming back over here. Another sentry dropping another force field here, and now those Hydras are going to be able to start coming in once again. Zerglings now coming in. Zealots do have the level 1 weapons upgrade, so they're able to fight back this attack fairly well. Hydralisks do not have any upgrades whatsoever, no armor upgrades, so all those Zerglings are getting one-shotted, as well as those Hydralisks are going to be taking a severe amount of damage from those Zealots. Zealots actually do not have a higher DPS. I don't believe they have a higher DPS than those Zealots. They actually may have a higher DPS. I'll have to look at that later. As some drones now making their way over here, Hasu now sees that there are drones being transferred, and we probably should see some spore crawlers here in just a moment in order to deter any sort of graviton beam pickup with those drones. So Delphi currently not getting a queen just quite yet. He could be running off of 3 hatcheries with queens in order to keep up his production. Back over here, Hydra is now trying to test the waters, trying to walk back up that ramp once again. Both sides have about an even size army, but the economic advantage is definitely Delphi, as he now has his 3rd base at least set up and will be able to transfer probes over. Now these Phoenixes get racking up those kills relatively easily, as there's a lot of energy, 400 energy between the two of those, but the Spore Crawler is now up, enabling them to be able to mine in peace. Another force field coming into play. Hydra's trying to deal more damage. Hydralisks and sentries will be able to finish this off once again, as those force fields are just getting stuck there once again. More force fields stuck here. So Hasu still holding on to this game by using mass sentries in order to hold off an ever-enlarging attacking army. And now army-wise, 2750 versus 2825, and now we are going into Colossus. Colossus with an extended thermal lance range would be able to wreak havoc and wreak damage onto those Hydralisks as a range of 9. I don't care how fast you walk, a Colossus with a range of 9 will be able to hit you at least once or twice before you're able to get into combat range. No extended thermal lance range at this time though. However, one force field making it so that those Hydralisks unable to escape, and now one Colossus up on that high ground, slicing through many of these Hydralisks over here. And now as a second Colossus being trained, 2 Colossi are better than 1, and this front door aggression by Delphi will not be able to be realized. I do not believe I see any current Spires in play. No, let me double check. There is no Spire currently in play. Production-wise, not even really training anything all too much. More Hydros now trying to come back in. There is one Colossus, and those Colossus are going to be able to deal a lot of damage really, really quickly as those Hydros try to re-engage. Another force field coming in from Hasu. Yeah, so Hasu just doing a great job so far, just pushing back and forth. We do see a couple Stalkers and Hydros once again on the low ground, and now Hasu on the move with a very, very large army. And Delphi, that whole entire time, was just constantly suiciding units into the base, and it looks like he's not going to be able to capitalize just because of a couple sentries on ramps. Down go more Overlords. Stalker's now going to once again activate his Onaga Watchtower and try to get back into position. Army-wise, 126 over 110 versus 124. Hasu does have a stronger army, but Delphi has a stronger economy at this stage, as he's able to mine out of this location as well. Delphi currently running off of essentially 2 bases and almost 16 mineral patches. As this Overlord gets shot down, it looked as though the Overlord wanted to start spawning creep before the Nexus was laid down, but it will not work as those Zerglings are once again on the move. Hasu moving out with a very large army. A Hydralisk now also trying to come in, but they are constantly getting force field, and many of those Hydras are unable to escape. Multiple units getting taken down, and more units getting taken down, so just mass sentry back and forth. Those Colossus will be able to break those force fields for those Stalkers as they continue to give chase once again. Overlord doesn't stand a chance, quickly getting shot out of the sky. Down goes a Zergling as well, as there is now an observer in the group in order to deny any more creep tumors. And wow, Delphi with such a strong advantage because he did not press his advantage and did not expand. And he just constantly tried to do the same thing over and over again. I believe is going to lose, as now 2 Colossi with extended thermal lance range can almost just simply attack, move into the base. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 replay between Mouse Hasu and Delphi here on Shakuras Plateau.